It's time to get real, raw, and vulnerable. I'm your host, Latnovia, and this is RRV, where we say what's real, feel what's uncomfortable, and grow through it anyways. Let's go. Welcome to RRV, Real, Raw, Vulnerable Blogcast, the space where I discuss the blogs that I've written on my website. Today's conversation is real and a little uncomfortable. It comes from a blog that I wrote a while back titled, "It's Okay to Not Be Okay." I'll leave the link below so you can go ahead and read. If you've already read it, then you know the heart behind my words. But today I just want to go deeper. I want to go deeper in talking about it. We don't even know how to say that aloud. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones suffering the most. They suffer in silence. So take a moment so we can get ready to unpack. Today we are talking about vulnerability, and on RRV we speak real conversation, we evoke real emotions, and we get vulnerable. So we're going to talk about strength versus vulnerability. We're going to talk about the pressure to always be okay and why it is necessary to allow yourself to not be okay. All right, so normally I read the first paragraph of the blog. I never read the full blog, so I'll do as such. It's okay to not be okay. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice, by Bob Marley. I believe that our childhood shaped us into the person we are today and determines our strength and weaknesses. In my family, the mailer women are considered alpha women. We are strong, confident, driven, and determined. We have a strong exterior. We are certainly not easily influenced, and we are not affected by the outside opinion. A strong attribute about us is that we never listen to the outside noise. We stay focused. Sounds strong, right? That's what I say too. As a male-born woman, I'm indeed all the above, and maybe a little more than the others. I consider myself strong, demonstrate resilience, able to find laughter at all time, and master optimism. That's who I am, all built on my upbringing by shaping by my experience. So yes, I can confidently say I am an alpha woman, exhibiting the quality, highly self-reliant, goal-driven, and outspoken, serving as a source of strength. You can read the rest of it. I won't read it verbatim, but it speaks about strength. Being strong was all I knew. Being strong became my identity. I would always say that I am a strong woman. We get labeled because we say we are strong. We make it a part of our identity. And people would say the strong one. They would say the one who has it all together. And people would depend on us. I'm strong. But I promise you, I don't have it all together. I don't have it all figured out. And it doesn't mean that I'm not strong. Because to me, strength meant not breaking. We have to hold it together all the time, not complain, always pushing through. When people see us strong, they expect us to always be okay. They never think about it as, is she okay? They see you as okay. And after a while, you start expecting it from yourself as well. You expect yourself to be okay. And we don't even realize that's something that we're doing. When you're used to being strong from your upbringing, and that's the only thing that you knew, that strength becomes a part of you, and you showcase that all the time to everyone around. people don't check on you. They never check on you. They never ask you, are you okay? Because we wear a smile on our face. And after a while, we stop checking on ourselves as well. The strength becomes pressuring. It's pressuring because of family expectations. Being the dependent friend. Everyone would call you when they're going through because you're listening and you're taking it on. Being the one to figure it out because you're always trying to help others. And strength becomes who you are, not just what you do. We proudly walk around as strong Black women. At what cost? Because it affects us in the long run. The pain, the grief, the betrayal, the losses. And we have no choice but to be strong. We move forward, but we don't always process the pain and the grief and the loss and everything that we're going through. I've been through pain, hurt, loss, betrayal. And like many of us, we take it on. We don't process it. We move on because we think it's a part of life. And we're supposed to just go through it and deal with it. I didn't choose to be strong. I certainly didn't choose to be strong. But life made me strong. You've listened to my life story and you know some of the things that I've been through and how my life started and how it was shaped and all of the things that happened to me. And most of my experiences were events after events that I didn't get to process, that I didn't have any choice in, and I had to deal with. In October of 2022, when I wrote this blog, this is something that you guys probably wouldn't have known. I was going through a divorce, and at this time of this divorce now, because I married twice, I had to start over. It felt different this time. I didn't choose to go back to be with my sister. I chose to be on my own. And in that time, I resorted to my growing up, dealing with it. And it felt like a pattern. It felt like I was doing the old, just not feeling what I was going through and dealing with it. I avoided being emotional and I wasn't vulnerable in that moment. And doing the best thing, what I knew, move forward and not sit in what I was feeling in the moment. Strength teaches me survival. So whenever anything happens to me, my pattern was protecting myself and doing the best thing that I know, which was moving forward and not sitting into feelings. Strength was my survival mode, and I would get into a survival mode instead of processing. I would mask my emotions. And when we do all of that, it builds this wall. It builds this wall of steel, and we become stronger. But it affects us because it's building a strong wall, internal and external, and it's not allowing others to help you to process and to go through, because we don't want to fail again. We don't want to be in the moment. You can be strong and still be hurting. I've been hurt so many times. I've felt so much pain in my lifetime, and you probably think that I am so strong. I am strong. I will never tell anybody that I'm not. But the way I've dealt with it before and how I deal with things now are two different things. But not because we're strong doesn't mean that we don't feel. Because you're strong, nobody sees it. That's what it means. But as I grew up, I dealt with things differently. I became more emotionally intelligent, understanding the silent struggles that I was going through and how it was affecting me. I had to learn how to allow myself to feel. And that's not easy. It's not an easy thing. It might sound easy to allow yourself to feel and be in that moment. Knowing how to express pain easily, I still am learning to do that. being a little bit more vulnerable, we feel like we're exposing ourselves. And that's not something we ever would like to feel. Feeling guilty when we want to slow down. I used to feel guilty slowing down. I used to feel guilty not waking up early to do chores. It doesn't show weaknesses. It shows what we call being human. And we're human. It doesn't mean that we're not strong. Being strong made it hard. It made it hard for me to admit when I wasn't okay. It's like they teach us a generic reply when someone asks you, "Are you okay?" It's so easy to say, "Hey, I'm fine, I'm okay. I'm fine, I'm okay." Even when we're not. I do it. I do it all the time. It's like a reflex. It's like a reflex when someone asks you, and it doesn't matter because you are saying, "I'm fine, I'm okay," with a smile. Because in our mind, we can't tell somebody, "Oh no, I'm not okay." Because being strong meant that we shouldn't break. Because of being strong, I ended up having what they would call it a BBS. It's a real thing. It's a busybody syndrome. I do have a busybody syndrome, and it is a psychological thing. It's a state of being constantly productive, constantly doing something. I will never sit and just watch the TV. I'm always doing things. So you're often doing multiple things. So you master the art of being multifunction. It's to the point of you get so exhausted because you're doing so much. And oftentimes it comes with mental fatigue, loss of sleep. I don't sleep well. A matter of fact, I have very poor sleep. I have a really poor sleeping pattern. Sometimes my body is asleep, but my mind is not asleep. And that's because I don't know how to shut down sometimes. So being strong affects you. Being strong affects you in relationships. Not everybody understands how to deal with a woman who has always been strong. And strong is the only thing that they know. And they think that, oh, we're too controlling or we're too stubborn. But it takes a special kind for us. And we smile through our struggles. So one would not understand when we're not okay. We function when we're overwhelmed. And we show up drained without even anyone knowing or even recognizing. I've mastered the art of suffering through pain just because I'm strong. So my strength is hidden in my suffering. You feel sometimes that hurt and that pain, but you don't know how to slow down. You don't understand how to slow down. I'm relearning the part of me that wants to break, the part of me that wants to be still, and another part of me just wants to keep going. So I'm struggling with wanting to be still, wanting to take a break, because my body is saying, no, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. And I've been learning that. And once a month, I will shut down. Literally. Sometimes when we take these breaks and we feel guilty, we don't know how to tell ourselves that we need it and it's okay. We suppress our emotions so much that we don't even understand when they resurface. And we've been conditioning to believe that being strong means not falling apart. So for us to curl up in a ball in our bed, it means that we're falling apart. And it's not okay. But I had to learn, but as a strong woman that knew only to be strong, I will tell you this. Real strength is being honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, and that's when you show strength. Not being okay doesn't make you weak. It makes you aware of your body. You hear your body speak. You process what's happening. So I want you to say this slowly and say it with intent. It's okay to not be okay. And not just say it. I want you to also say it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to pause. We're human. Bad days are going to happen. Feeling overwhelmed is being human. Crying is being human. We are human. Our pain is not something to ignore. No, it's something to understand. We are alive. We are living, and life is happening. We're going to have work stress. We're going to have relationship struggles. We're going to have personal expectations. We're going to have burnouts. We're going to have bad days. The beauty about being strong, and let me tell you the beauty about being strong, is that it doesn't allow us to stay there after going through that emotion. Sit in your emotions, feel it, release it. Do not rush it. Don't avoid it. Create the build-up. When you don't allow yourself to feel, you carry everything with you. It shows on your face. I've learned that when I allow myself to feel, to sit in it, to cry, to reset, I release and I come back a stronger woman. Sometimes falling apart is necessary. It helps us fall into the right parts. So yes, it's okay to not be okay. You don't heal from ignoring or avoiding. You heal from dealing. Not every day it will feel the same. Not every day you're going to feel yourself. So when that happens, we have to create a new norm. So I make it a practice. When I'm not okay, I don't force myself. I will say, I'm not okay. I wasn't okay on the day of my launch, but you guys knew I wasn't okay. And I went through just the same, and you saw the vulnerable side of me. Not every day I'm going to feel 100. Not every day I'm going to feel okay. But when I don't, I give myself space to find a new norm. It's not that I'm losing control. It's allowing myself to be human. And sometimes we have to allow ourselves to be human to survive and not be in a survival mode. So I pause, I reflect, and I reset. And those are some of the things that I do when I'm going through. It is okay to not be okay. There's nothing wrong with it. And I had to learn because I'm a perfectionist. And there's no way I can fall apart. How dare me fall apart? I used to feel like I had to be perfect. I used to feel like I had to be perfect. And like I couldn't afford to fall apart. And nobody could see me in that state. I used to think that vulnerability was weakness. But I've learned that it creates more self-awareness. And now I remind myself it's okay to not be okay. I remind myself, even when I'm okay, and I'm trying to say, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And I'll be like, it's okay to not be okay. And then I'm like, no girl, I'm okay. So just as how we tell ourselves that we're okay, when we're not okay, it's okay to confirm to yourself that you are okay. It's okay to confirm with yourself that you're not okay too. So take a step back and reevaluate yourself. Give yourself some grace. Not being okay is not permanent. It's temporary. And that's the beauty about it. Ignoring it is what causes it to be permanent when you don't deal with it. I promise you, the moment you say, I am not okay, you'll realize you're not alone. Being honest with others gives them the permission to also be honest with you. And that's what somebody else needs, just to know that they're not alone. They're not in this alone. And saying, I'm not okay, to you, hearing you say, you're not okay, is a breath of fresh air, because it's not something that a lot of people do. One thing I've learned, especially growing up, was that saying I'm not okay helps me heal. And it started when I lost my sister, which was 3 years ago. I was going through thinking that I could deal with it on my own. And I was just doing, I was working, I was doing everything. I was just going. Until I felt crumbled on my floor. It's not okay. And in that moment, I had to start with telling myself that I'm not okay. And I took a break and I started processing. I cried, I shouted, I did everything that I wanted to do. Everyone goes through something in life. Most people just don't say it. They just don't say it because we grew up being strong. And strong is the only thing that we knew. And how dare us complain? Most people feel that, this means that we think we can't be vulnerable. No, we can't talk about it. So again, I say to you, strength is not always being okay. It's not always holding it together. It's not always having it all figured out. No. Strength is feeling and still moving forward. It's breaking down and rebuilding. It's being honest with yourself. Being strong is not about avoiding the moment. We have to be in the moment. We have to feel in the moment. It's about allowing it and growing through it. Be honest with yourself for a moment and ask yourself this. When was the last time you allowed yourself to not be okay? Do you feel pressure to always be strong? Because I certainly have. And what are you holding on to that you need to release? You don't have it all figured out. I don't have it all figured out. We won't have it all figured out all the time. You don't have to be strong every day, every moment, for everyone. You don't have to pretend. Because at the end of the day, it is okay to not be okay. I can't say more for you to understand. But being strong doesn't mean you don't feel. It doesn't mean you don't break. Being strong means allowing yourself to feel. I want you to allow yourself to feel today and still find your way back. And that will prove your strength. Give yourself the permission. Pause. Feel. Reset. I hope that I resonated with you today, because I was once this strong woman with a strong exterior. As always, this conversation started as a written blog. If you'd like to read the full blog, I've added the link below. You can find it on my website, which is latnovia.com. If this resonated with you, share it with a friend. You never know. It might be a reminder for someone. And before you go, I would like you to comment below, when was the last time you allowed yourself to not be okay? I'd like to hear from you. Make sure you subscribe that you never miss an episode, and follow me on Latnovia on all platforms. I am Latnovia, and thank you again for being here. Until next time, stay real, stay raw, and stay vulnerable.